Yeah, chapter 1053. After many call outs, I have Jerry here with me.
What's up, guys?
And, well, this was an expected chapter, I guess.
Yes.
It's a celebration chapter. It was a long time coming, and we got a few things, I guess, that are kind of. You got Green Bull in the mix now, so things aren't 100% closed off. We didn't get any curtains closing.
What did he say? He wants to hunt down Luffy. We
He wants
are
his head.
100% sure Luffy's about to leave after this festival.
Well, he's obviously going to crash it, though.
Oh, you think he's going to stop the festival?
He's like,
That's
yeah.
never happened, though.
In the last page, he's like, "Oh, these guys are having a lot of fun."
Yeah,
but,
all right.
But the Marines haven't been having fun. I don't like that.
Okay, hold on. Go back to all the times we've had a festival. Smoker always tries to catch him, right? And he never crashes the festival. So you're saying for the first time,
after.
That's what I'm saying. For the first time, he's going to stop them celebrating? I don't think so.
I don't want to bring it back up, but the curtains didn't close. The curtains didn't close. 5-act structure is still possible. Now, granted, I don't have as high a belief of that happening anymore.
No, it's over, man.
But if the curtains haven't closed, Wano's continuing. There's still possibility of a 5-act structure. If the curtains had closed now, where it was now, then I would have been like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. No 5-act structure because there's no tragedy.
To quote Fernie, just take the L, bro. Just take the L, bro. Just take the L.
It's possible. I'm just saying it's possible.
No, there's just no way. It's over. It's over. We got the celebration going on right now. Oda has always ended all the good arcs with a celebration.
But you can't deny it. We have the Admiral right here. Basically, I feel implying very strongly that he's about to go crash them. He's not happy that they're happy.
Okay, I can see that.
And he wants to make sure they're suffering. And he's explicitly stated he wants Luffy's head right now.
Only to get Boo's admiration?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. He wants Lava Man to be proud of him.
I guess.
Which is weird. I did not expect it. I, for some reason, expected him to be a samurai type character.
He does have a sword.
Does he? I don't remember
he has a
seeing
sword.
him in the
He has it on his fucking
okay.
left hip. I will say he's probably really into the fire dude because it's kind of, or the lava guy, because that's the only guy that can really beat him. Lava, plants.
Yeah, I guess.
Plants.
Natural enemy.
Yeah, so he's trying to make him his friend.
That was pretty cool. We got bounty reveals.
Oh,
that was 3 billion. That's.
How'd they get the picture of Luffy?
Bro, how do they ever get any of these pictures, man?
They showed it one time after Arlong, I believe. Or
after Arlong.
I think it was Water 7, maybe?
After Enies Lobby.
Or Enies Lobby, sorry.
Yeah, because that's when Sanji gets his first bounty, but they don't get his face.
Yeah. So, I don't know how they got that, because the only time he was in that form was versus Kaido.
Yeah.
There was nobody there other than that one guy, but he was gone before he went into Gear Fit.
Well, I think for a while, Absalom took pictures too. Because he can turn invisible.
That's right.
I think that's a thing that was happening before. But
and Morgan, I want to discuss Morgan because we've seen him multiple times now. Sometimes
I like him as a character.
I do too, but I just can't tell if he's a bad guy or a good guy.
He's chaotic neutral, where he loves the chaos for the story, but he doesn't want to influence it one way or the other.
But he has influenced it before. Like, it's been stated, or not stated.
He's like
he
like
has
an
sided.
instigator.
Yeah, has sided with the world government multiple times. But I guess when the story is just so overwhelming, it's just so chaotic, like you're saying, he's just gonna let it go out.
He wants it because I mean that's his business. He's the top newspaper guy in the world, I guess.
Yeah.
And. Yeah.
Trying to keep the D out of the fucking wanted poster.
Yes. I mean, at this point, how would that even work?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's seen Luffy's bounty poster. Then all of a sudden the D's gone. Everyone's going to forget.
I was really hoping they were talking about Law.
I mean, yeah, I guess they weren't.
Yeah.
They could have, but
I first read that, I was like, oh, that's probably Law. Because I didn't think they would take Luffy's D out. Like you said, it's been in every single poster.
Is D in... Oh, because D has never been in Law's poster, right? It's always just Trafalgar Law.
Exactly. Okay. So when I first read it, I was like, oh, they probably put it in Law's name.
Yeah.
But I guess not.
I think that would have been an interesting way to take it.
I don't think it's fair that each of them got 3 billion.
I don't think so either. Especially if Luffy's being called a Yonko.
Not just that, but he 1v1 Kaido when they 2v1 Big Mom.
Kid could not have done that.
What, Kaido?
Law could versus Kaido.
No way.
1v1 Kaido? No way. Law could not have 1v1 Kaido.
Nope.
And the level of threat that the 3 as individuals pose to the government is not equal. It's not equal, and that's what a bounty is. How much of a threat is it to the world government?
Okay, what is considered the threat? Like what value, what makes the threat high? I guess what I'm trying to ask is.
Well, we'll take for example in Sabaody when Kid is first introduced, he is the only one with a higher bounty than Luffy.
Yeah, but that's because he was killing civilians.
Exactly, and so that's a threat to the world government because he is. Did he kill civilians? Whatever.
Oh no, he killed civilians.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
he
he
damaged civilian or killed people. Yeah.
Let's just say that.
So that makes him a bigger threat than Luffy, who wasn't killing anyone. You know, so that's a threat to the government.
But
same
Luffy
as in real life.
They already knew he had the gum fruit, so they considered him a biggest threat out of everyone.
I think they just didn't expect him to awaken. It is a weird question mark there because it's sort of
they knew what that was.
Like they knew what the gum fruit was and they knew what it could do awakened. I don't blame them for underestimating him for a long time. It's just, I mean, even when he got all the way to Marineford, he was just an ant in the storm. The same
he was
way
targeted by the lava dude.
At the end, because then he recognized him for who he was, for someone who could unite.
So you're saying he got recognized as a threat by him during the war, not prior to that. Not prior to the fact that he was the son of Dragon and Ace's brother.
Did they know he was Dragon's son at that
point?
They
announced
it.
Yeah, he announced
Yeah, because they knew he was Monkey. Yeah. They have the same last name.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering.
Bounties are a little weird, but that's what we're saying right now. Like
$3
billion for all three
that
of them.
They all should not be the same.
They should not be the same.
Luffy
Maybe Law
like
and Kid should be there.
Yes.
But I think what Oda was trying to do was give Kid a win there, where he's standing equal with Luffy.
I don't like Kid.
Because Kid wasn't going to get the Yonko title.
I don't like Kid. I think he's underwhelming. I believe he did not live up to being Luffy's rival.
I think we just haven't seen enough of what he has done. We've only seen his failures. And to some degree, that's impressive because he's failed spectacularly against Shanks.
No one felt better than Boogie, though. No one felt better than Boogie. Oh,
man. And there you go. I fucking called it.
He did.
Although credit where it's due, Ivan was the first one to tell me that.
Buggy
and yeah, he messaged me. He was like, "Oh, Buggy should be Emperor." And as soon as he said that, I was like, "That makes 100% sense," and I am 100% on board with that.
When I heard you say it, I was like, "Yeah, I agree."
Yeah,
I completely agree.
Yeah, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, yeah, it can't be any other way.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
Because I was surprised when Buggy became a warlord. And so the only natural progression for his character was to be Emperor.
Yeah. So is his bounty 3 million too now?
3 billion.
3 billion.
Who knows? I am surprised that Luffy's bounty is lower than all the other Yonko.
Well, he's a new Yonko.
He's new. That's true. And it probably will surpass Kaido's, which was 4 point something.
Mm-hmm. But I still think he should have got the highest one out of 3. You're saying he was trying to give a win to Kid. I don't know. I feel like Kid isn't worth it. I think he should just kind of. I know Fernie's a big Kid fan. I know that, but he has such a good power, and he.
Like I said, I feel that Kid did the bare minimum for me to accept him as a legitimate character in this story. But not a rival, though, right? Enough to show that he can sort of stand on a level with Luffy. He would lose against Luffy. Okay, he would lose, right? Okay. And I don't think Luffy...
You just said he could not 1v1 Kaido.
No, he can't.
So how can you say he stands at the same level as Luffy?
I think he could. I think he could trade blows with Luffy for a while, and then Luffy would win.
No, I think one shot.
No. You're underestimating him. He took some heavy fucking hits from Kaido and Big Mom. He would not get one shot.
Luffy took lightning, and you know why he stayed up? Because of rubber. He took fire. You know why he stayed up? Guts. I'm just saying.
It's a funny line.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I mean, Kid took it too.
Did he stay up? Did he hit him with a gauntlet?
All three. Remember when they all three took it? When they dared each other?
Scenes I
That's one of the funniest scenes for sure.
I love it.
In the whole raid.
I love it.
But yeah, you can take that. You can take hits. Kid, if nothing else, Kid has guts. I don't think he has the same firepower that Luffy has.
Does he even have haki?
Yeah, he has haki.
I have not seen him use haki yet. He always used metal junk to my fucking body.
I guess we didn't really see his demonstration of haki.
I've never seen him use haki, not once. I haven't seen Law use hockey. He uses his oh no, I think Law does have hockey. Yeah, I think he does. He doesn't have Conqueror's hockey.
He definitely. I mean, they all have hockey of some level. I don't know how much advanced hockey he does, because if you remember
Laser.
Law, no, there's no fucking laser, dude. No one has the laser hockey.
Hey, man,
There's no
when
such
he was
thing.
getting trained by the Dark King, I saw a laser.
Dark.
Man.
That's the fucking anime. Anime is not canon, bro. Anime is not canon. I can't believe they animated that. Like he's shooting a fucking laser.
He shot a laser.
He most definitely is not. But we know that Law was able to cut Virgo because his hockey was stronger than his.
I thought it was because of the room.
No. Well, I mean, they established. Well, the reason why Law can't just switch everyone's hearts is because his hockey has to be stronger than theirs.
Yes.
So we know that he has stronger hockey than, say, Virgo. So he has hockey. But not higher than, say, Kaido or Big Mom, because he can't just cut them in half.
Has used hockey before, but I have not seen Kid use hockey.
I think you can assume that he has hockey. The question is, what does he have advanced hockey in? Because we didn't see him use any advanced armament for sure.
Observers.
And observation hockey also, we didn't see anything like that.
Or Keen.
Yeah. Like I don't disagree with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just haven't seen it. I don't like him as a character.
I think though what Oda wanted to show in his fight, the reason why we didn't see any advanced or any sort of big hockey moves from either Law or Kid was just because in the Big Mom fight, he just wanted to show a fight that was all devil fruit. It was all devil fruit,
which
and
is
I
why
really appreciated that.
I understand he's gonna end it. He said 2 years. We still don't know shit about the devil.
2 years is too short.
We don't know shit about the
2
devil.
years is too short.
So he has to cover that. He has to cover the giants. He has to cover the ancient weapon. Oh, speaking of the ancient weapons,
We have Pluton here on Wano confirmed. Do you remember what Pluton is? It's the big battleship.
No, I don't.
It's the one that Frankie had blueprints of and he burned up.
Yes.
Which he definitely has
I
memorized.
thought that was the one under the water.
No, that's Noah's Ark, and we don't know what the fuck that's about. But, it's confirmed now. Pluton is here on Wano.
Maybe it is Wano.
And...
Just saying, it's an impenetrable island.
It could be. I remember reading a theory that Wano is actually like on a turtle's back or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And that's why each of the Wano island, like subset of islands, has like a lot of water, like separating them, because it's like the shell of a turtle.
Yeah.
And so if Pluton could be the whole of Wano.
I mean, that's what I thought. Just it's the only island in the entire world of One Piece that you can't access easily.
For whatever reason. I mean...
A waterfall.
There's too much for the Big Mom Pirates.
It's not easy, Seth.
Bro.
If it was easy, everyone could do it. It's not easy. It's not
A Yonko
easy.
crew is not just anyone. A
They
Yonko
didn't
crew
have
is not just
Katakuri.
anyone.
They didn't have Candyman Petals, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have him. So the first 2 times they tried, they probably used his candy power to like put candy.
The first one he wasn't. It's not until Petals was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out. And then he just uses his candy powers to leave.
Yeah.
That's when he uses it. Why he didn't use that for the whole ship, I don't fucking know.
He probably did. We don't know. They didn't show that. We just saw King knock their asses down, and then we saw fucking Marco knock their asses down.
So disappointing.
Man.
But yeah, we're gonna see Pluton, I guess, soon. Hopefully.
Hopefully, maybe that's how they get away from the Admiral.
Could be. I don't know. What I would imagine is that Pluton is probably pretty fucked up, in disrepair, and Frankie, who has all the blueprints memorized, is able to fix it.
Did he say he has them memorized?
Bro, he has them memorized. This man was passed down this very important document from his master, from his brother, and they told him this is the most important fucking thing ever. Don't let it get into the wrong hands. And he had it for years. And you think he didn't, like, him being the best fucking shipwright in the world, probably, didn't look at it, memorize every single detail of it.
He probably did.
He definitely did.
Probably did.
Him burning it is just so he is the only one who knows it.
He probably did.
He is the only one who knows it.
He probably did.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, speaking of the ancient weapon, the guy that revealed the ancient weapon, I vaguely remember you calling that.
I vaguely remember thinking about it, but I never said it because I didn't really have any evidence to support it. But yeah, the former shogun is the Tengu, which You know, I don't know. I guess it's a reveal, but
I honestly thought he was dead because recently Oda has been killing off characters, so I thought for sure he was dead. We have 5 dead characters now in One Piece.
yeah,
I think. Yeah, I believe
in
it's
this
5.
arc
No, just
or in general.
all of One Piece.
Who do we have?
Ace.
I mean,
Big
yeah,
one.
Ace, obviously, Whitebeard,
The 2 samurais that
two
died.
samurai, Pedro.
Yeah, I think that's it. I honestly think that. What's his name or her name? Boachan, not Boachan. Changes his face.
Oh, Bunch. Oh, no, he's not dead. He's alive.
When did they
It's
show
confirmed.
When did
In
they
one of
show
the
him?
cover stories, they showed him thriving in Okama land inside of Impel Down.
him? Really?
Yeah. He's
I
alive.
gotta go back.
He's
to
alive
see
for
that.
sure.
All right, so only 5 are dead.
I hope we get to see him before the series ends again.
He's a good character.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
great.
him as a character. So 5 dead. So I honestly thought Odin's dad was dead.
Yeah.
I don't like that he doesn't want to reveal himself to Momosuke, but I guess he has his reasonings for that.
That he's embarrassed? That seems
That's
like kind
not
of
a
weak
reason.
reasoning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
That
not a
seems kind of
reason.
weak. But I thought this opened up an interesting possibility. Okay, so we have the admiral coming in to break up the party,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Which I don't agree with you.
They're gonna have to flee. If the admiral is able to do enough damage and recapture Wano in favor of the world government,
Momosuke's leaving.
Momo's gonna leave.
Which I've been calling for fucking years. I'm saying
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like Momo might leave with the Straw Hats.
He might not be a crew, an apprentice.
Sure.
Apprentice.
And then in that case, they'll need to install a different shogun. They might put in the grandpa. He might be there to
You think
right his wrongs.
The Navy will install a new shogun and they would choose Odin's dad?
I think it would be a smart move by the world government because it's someone that the people recognize and the people love.
I don't see them doing something like that though. I won't say giving the power back, but obviously he would be a puppet.
In a certain sense, but he can. It would draw a parallel with how Odin kind of had to put on an act, put on a dance for years of his life in order to protect the people from a stronger power.
Okay.
So maybe the father
That's the same thing.
will do the same thing because I mean it's kind of sad. Like he was imprisoned while his son did all that and then ended up dying, and then when he finally escapes, it's all over.
Yep.
It's too late.
Yep.
And so this could be his way of atoning for that. Maybe.
And this is how they probably make the barren lands fruitful again.
Yeah, like I said, Green Bull has plant power.
Yeah.
He could restore the land, which would make the people think like, hey, you know what? World government's not so bad.
Yep. Okay, I see that. I like that theory.
And Momo will have his dream of freeing Wano again, so it can be its own independent country.
I like that Momo's going to end up with the Straw Hats. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So it'll be Yamato and Momo. I'm a little upset that they made him an older man and they kept the little girl as a little girl. Because I thought that was
There's
gonna be
still
a power
Jewelry
couple.
Bonnie.
Oh, to reduce the age.
She hasn't been in play.
I thought she was captured by Blackbeard.
By Blackbeard for a while. I think she's gotten away since then.
I haven't seen anything aside from that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. But either way, she's somewhere out there in the sea.
Okay, fair enough. With no crew, though.
Yeah, maybe not. But she's
Yeah.
the kind that can get away by herself.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So
Because I see them as a power couple. Tama and fucking Momosuke. Just being dead honest.
little two little children power
Damn
couple.
right, that's a power couple right there. She can make slaves, Sam.
Not slaves. They get to choose. They get to choose if they want to leave
After
or
the
stay.
end of what, a month?
Yeah, a month.
Yeah. So, maybe they're too bad. She's like, nah, eat this one again.
Just parts as soon as they snap out of it, just like shoot it back in their
man,
mouth.
He's too evil to give a choice. I'm just saying, she has that capability.
She could.
She could
if she were
technically
a
do
bad
that
person.
to Momosuke.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
He can.
It is an artificial fruit.
Yeah,
it is
she
an artificial
can.
fruit.
She can definitely do that to Momosuke.
Yeah.
Take control of the country. Look at that. Poor little girl. Ruler of the country now.
Yep. There you go. Easy as that. She could be.
Mhm.
She had hockey strong enough. Maybe she could have taken on.
Oh, so you
Kaido.
think hers is related to hockey too?
No, it's just I don't think she could use that to control someone more powerful than her, with a stronger
Technically,
will,
everyone
with a
was
stronger
more
will
powerful.
than her. I'll say.
Okay, all right. Because I'm like, technically everyone was more
Yeah,
powerful than her. I like how Law is still kind of whatever about everything. He's like, I
Yeah.
refuse the Emperor, but Kid's going to go over there. That's not going to be good.
I didn't ask you this before, but do you think Kid would make an alliance with Law?
To like overpower Luffy.
In the sense of Luffy is now a step ahead of them. Maybe not in bounty, but now he's an emperor, right? So he's one of the top contenders for the One Piece. Kid obviously doesn't want that, but I think he has to recognize that he is not as strong as Luffy. Like, even if he won't admit it, he has to know that. And Law is not a competitor for the One Piece. He doesn't care. He doesn't want the One Piece.
He stated he wants the One Piece.
No, he has stated that he wants to know the true history.
I thought when they were at
that does involve getting to Raftel, but not for the same reasons.
You're saying he doesn't want to be king.
Yeah, he doesn't care about being king.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Right. So, in that sense, it would be smart for Kid to say, "Hey, Law, like, come help me out. Join me. I'll get the One Piece, and I'll help you get to Raftel as well." So they can both have the same goal.
So is that what we're making Law the guy that just like always follows someone rather than lead?
They can be partners. It can be an alliance, not
so like a real pirate alliance compared to what he has now with Luffy.
Yeah,
because Luffy clearly is like, "Oh, you're my homie.
Yeah.
I'm the leader."
But I'm the top dog.
I'm the leader. Yeah. It's a possibility. I will say that. And he's always stated that pirate alliances never end well. That could be a way that doesn't end well for him and Luffy.
Not to harp on disappointments of the arc, but we never really saw any sort of real demonstration of that rule one way or the other. Like, pirate alliances always fail. A lot of characters said that. A lot of characters said that. And then there was never really a test of like true alliance.
Oh, speaking of tests, you really didn't like that Usopp didn't get a situation.
Nah.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, we won't get into that now because that's a whole thing. I'm probably going to make a whole video out of it.
Yeah, okay, good, because you're wrong, okay? I'm telling you right now, you're wrong. There's no way you can just say that Usopp is not a good character now, or that he's a bad guy, or that he would betray his friends.
It's not about that.
He's proved it. All right, you know what? We're going into the
conversation. We're getting into it right now.
We're getting into the conversation. Okay.
Let's see. What else was in this chapter?
There wasn't a lot. I didn't really like this chapter, Sam. Like, I liked last chapters. Last chapter was amazing. I was like, okay, this is a good chapter. It was funny. It tied things up. You showed the interactions between the crew and the new crew members. It was cool. I liked it. They showed that Yamato really thinks she's a dude. She went into the man's bath.
Yeah. I that was pretty ambiguous for a while because I wasn't sure if she saw herself as a man or himself as a man now, or if it was just more of a, I really want to be this other person. And gender doesn't really play into that. But
she's a chick who sees herself as a man. And
yes. Which, honestly, it's a bit of a strange theme that got put into this arc. Not in the sense of someone wanting a woman wanting to be a man, but in the sense of a person wanting to be someone that they're not, because obviously she's not Odin, right? And it's strange that she's introduced as a character who is delusional about who she is, who's desperately wanting to be someone who's dead, and it's one thing to admire, but she's clearly trying to be Odin.
Yes, like.
Just literally be like Momo's dad, for example. That's strange, and I feel that kind of flies in the face of a lot of One Piece themes of being true to yourself and who you are. And I thought that maybe that would play a part in her arc in Wano, which she didn't have one. She didn't have any arc in Wano.
You saw her backstory.
That's not an arc. An arc is that you start at one point of your character and then you end off a different person at that. You've learned something by the end of that.
She's free now. She was like a slave to herself and what her father believed her to be. At the end of the arc,
did she practice any autonomy in order to free herself? Or did she just say, Luffy, I'm going to be your partner and I'm going to help you and I'm going to join your crew?
She's been waiting for Luffy.
And then it was Luffy who freed her.
She was waiting for Luffy.
And I'm not saying these things didn't happen. I'm just saying that's not a character arc. It's not something where like she struggled and she overcame some obstacle that...
The obstacle was her freedom. What are you talking about? She was a slave in her own home. And the only way she felt comfortable enough to even try to be free was the minute she saw Luffy. I'm just saying. That's how it happened. She saw Ace, she met Ace, she started fucking...
How did she change as a character, though? How did she change as a character? Because that's the true mark of a real character arc. It's in the name. It's character
Development.
arc. You know, like it's how they change over time as a person. And she didn't. She started off introducing herself and saying, "I'm Odin, and I'm gonna join your crew." And here we are now at the end of the arc of Wano, and she's saying the same thing. She's still saying, "I'm Odin, and I'm gonna join your crew."
It's not confirmed.
That's not. That's. But I'm saying that's her character.
Gotcha.
It hasn't changed.
Gotcha.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, a lot of things happened. Yeah, she had some fights and scraps, and she was involved in some small ways in the raid.
You really don't like Yamato, do you?
I want to like her so bad, dude. I want to, because when her character design got revealed, I was like, oh, I'm so for it. She's so cool looking.
Yeah.
I want to see what she's about. And we just didn't really see much.
Okay, so assuming she joins the crew and Momosuke is an apprentice, rank the Straw Hats for your favorites to least favorites. Not strength-wise, just your favorite.
I mean, Robin bumped up pretty high.
Oh, I'm a big Robin.
Robin bumped up pretty fucking high.
I always thought she was the ultimate ninja or assassin, and this arc fucking proved it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she was fucking dope.
Yeah.
And you know what? She had the best fight because you know what? She pulled out a new move, which almost none of the other Straw Hats did.
No, Luffy did.
Obviously, the top three. The Monster Trio is going to pull out something new. All right? There's no denying that. But who else?
Sanji.
The Monster Trio. That's Luffy,
No, I'm sorry. You
Zoro,
said they
and
pulled
Sanji.
it out.
They
Okay.
pulled out some new move. That's a given. All the other Straw Hats fucking breeze right through.
Yeah, okay.
They just breeze right. They didn't bring anything new out because they
All right,
didn't
so
have
you're
to.
saying it goes Robin first for you now?
I'm interested in see where her story's going right now. Now that
She's like
Oda can't avoid that Nico Robin is one of the most threatening people on the planet.
and she's one of the most important characters in the whole
exactly.
series.
And I always thought, speaking again, going back to bounties, her bounty never reflected her true threat level.
Because I always thought bounty was based on fighting ability.
No, it's not power level.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but like.
But that it's about who the government needs to get rid of.
Yeah, but that's also corresponded by the power level. You can't just say, "Hey, this is a really big threat, but he's weak as fuck. Anyone can kill him."
Of course, and that's why I think Nico Robin had a relatively low bounty for most of her life. Because even though she could read poneglyphs, which that in itself is a threat to the government, she wasn't strong enough herself to do anything about what she learned. She wasn't with a crew powerful enough to do anything about it. Now there's no denying.
Mm-hmm.
Her crew is top of the top,
Four.
right? Top 4 crews in the world right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they have her who can read that.
Which is the only person in the world.
The only person in the world who can fucking
some
read the
Wano
poneglyphs.
characters can read it.
We know that they have the ability to inscribe onto poneglyph stone.
Okay.
We don't know if they actually know what that shit says.
Fair enough. But I mean, the dad did.
And there is some illusion that the three-eyed tribe can also read poneglyphs under certain circumstances.
That's why she had.
That's why Big Mom has pudding.
Yeah.
Right. So there are other ways, but this is a pretty big threat. I need to see her bounty jump up pretty fucking high. Maybe not as high as Zoro and Sanji, but like.
Is it over 100 right now?
100 million?
Yeah.
For her?
Last time I saw it was like 90.
I was thinking like 80 something or 90.
I remember it was like 96. After this, she's probably in the 200.
She's got to be over like 300 million, I think.
That much? I think Sanji's only 300 something, and Zoro's only like 300.
Right now, yeah, right now.
I don't think they got bounties increased.
In this arc, of course they did.
Why wasn't it shown?
That'll come later, dude. That'll come later.
They usually show them.
Like, there's only 18 pages here, and they had to stuff in a lot.
And we gotta wait a month.
A month?
We gotta wait a month.
A month. And that's why I kind of expected more finality of some kind here, but instead we just kind of got.
You told me cliffhanger.
I mean, cliffhanger as far as the Admiral goes, for sure.
Yes, that was a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop this festival. I felt like that was a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really gonna stop it?
You know when there he's gonna start wrecking some shit?
I don't think so.
He's got to show how strong he is.
He already did. He took out the whole fucking beast pirates. One hand. That's all he used.
Although they were kind of weakened. Yeah. I feel you can see they're all bandaged up and shit. So
is it all right? But didn't they look kind of mummified?
Queen did for sure. So I think it's typical plant behavior. You know, you get your roots in them, suck out the nutrients.
Yeah. That's pretty OP, man. I'm just being honest. And can you finally admit that Lava Dragon Kaido was an awakening?
No, I don't. We've seen what Zoan awakenings can be. We've seen how dramatic of an increase in power it is.
Lava Dragon's not an increase in power. You can't even touch the motherfucker.
I mean, Luffy kind of held on to him for a while.
Well, that's Luffy. He has that advanced hockey. He has that shield, the main character shield.
But did it change? Okay, whenever a character brings out a new gear to their fighting ability, a new power,
You didn't think
it
Drunken
always
Kaido was
it
fucking
always
awakening?
changes the flow of the fight in some way. Drunken Fighter Kaido was an interesting ability and it was fun to watch, and we saw it be effective in the battle, right? But it wasn't like a huge like shift forward where it was just where it changes the tide the way like Gear 2 does, or the way Gear 5 does, or Gear 4. Like that, when that comes out, that changes things. It matters. It escalates. It ratchets up the action. Lava Dragon was just kind of like Lava Dragon, and it was kind of cool, but it didn't really change the fight. Yep, and so the video cuts off abruptly because I completely ran out of memory on my phone, so that's about like 5 minutes of lost content, which I really wish got recorded, but it didn't, so whatever. Also, the setup was pretty jank. There was like a fisheye lens going on there, so oh well.